Hey guys, alright, so this is going to be a video on how to get your hair to be straight when you have curly hair, kind of frizzy like mine is. Mine's actually been air dried today. That's what I usually try and do so that I'm not putting too much heat, because I do tend to use a flat iron on my hair almost every day unless it's the summertime. So I try to avoid blow drying my hair also. So as you can see, I do have really curly hair and it is frizzy once you pull everything apart. And so the trick that I use to do my hair, it's a conair brush. It's like a clamp brush. I'm not going to show you too close because it's kind of dirty. This is like my third brush in the past year or so. They last a long time, but they do catch a lot of hair in there, so I'm about due for another one. But this is what it looks like. It's conair. It's just a clamp, and I'll show you kind of how I work it in my hair. It honestly works magic, and I don't know why this wasn't my first video. This thing's amazing. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your hair, whatever you want to blow dry it, have it air dry. Mine's like 95% of the way dry, so that's going to be fine. I know you're not supposed to do it wet, but it's like not even damp or anything. Okay, so but what I do use in my hair, if you're wondering, because it's a little bit more tamed now, is after I get out of the shower, I put the Frizzy is by, it's weird to say, by L'Oreal in it. Almost gone. Love this stuff. I also put Garnier, I'm not even trying to pronounce, I always say it wrong, Triple Nutrition spray. I put that in there. Also almost gone. Love it. And then I also put in Suave, Professional Suave, I don't know, Sleek Anti-Frizz Cream. A lot of frizz things that you'll notice, because my hair is super frizzy, these things just help tame it down a little bit. So the first thing, you want to get a section of hair, and I kind of do mine weird. I do mine in 3 sections, and I just kind of do a funky bun at the top. You can see that. Just get it out of the way. So it leaves you with this. Now you can start to see again how frizzy it is. So you're going to take your brush, just kind of brush everything out, and take your straightener. I'm just using the Beverly Hills Bartell, I don't know, it's probably not how I say that either, but that's okay. So you're just going to, I'll kind of show you, if I didn't use a brush, this is what this would do. And it's not like this is that I can't straighten my hair without it, it's just I don't. I prefer not to because the results are crazy. So that's it without it. Can't really show you. It did everything for the most part except for, you know, I don't know. I'll show you with it kind of how it goes. So what I do is I have my hair straightener in my right hand. I put this in my left hand and I kind of work it down and it holds it straight. So it's just basically just making a really nice plane for your hair straightener to go down. Alright, and because you're brushing your hair at the same time, it really smooths it out. This is really hard. Maybe if I back up and try and show you. So then you keep taking chunks, and what I like about this is that you can take bigger chunks and it's okay. So you kind of see how I'm just taking a chunk and I'm just kind of alternating between hands. And this, it goes quick. You just kind of get into a rhythm and you don't really realize that you're even doing it. And then at the end I kind of just bend it down. But you can see kind of how straight that's getting it. It's insane. And you're going to just keep taking another chunk. Do the same thing. I'm like half standing up. Sorry, this is really awkward. I kind of lost my chair. And you just keep alternating. And I just kind of work my way down towards the end, focusing more on the top area, because that's where my hair tends to be the most frizzy, and I don't want the volume right there for this particular straight hair look. So then you just get it like that again. So far you can totally see how much it just calms your hair down. This is for a like flat hair look. You could always go back in and, you know, tease it or throw some hairspray in there. And then whatever I don't get in those big clumps, sometimes I'll just take my hair straightener and throw it back in there. So I'm going to do the rest of this layer and I'll come back when I'm done. Hey guys, alright, so I've done the first layer of my hair and I finished it. So this is what it would look like. This is what it does look like. It's just super straight, and for the next one I'll just go ahead and I'll just fast forward through it, so I'll let you see the whole thing, because the right side of my hair always gets crazy after that. The right side of my hair tends to be a lot different the way you have to move it. So again, hair is still big, super big, but that's okay. So I'm going to take another chunk. I always make the top layer the smallest. Alright, so you're going to get just another chunk. And I didn't say, I got this clamp, hair clamp, whatever you want to call it, at Bartell Drugs. I didn't actually find one at Target. I've yet to find one at Target. They probably have one just at like Walgreens or any sort of drugstore. And like during this you could also use your spray. I don't use it because my hair can take a lot of oils, but I already did all that before I started putting anything on it. And sometimes I will go in sections and spray this on there also like that. But sometimes I don't. So you're just going to take your hair straightener again, take a chunk. And I always start on my left side. I don't know why. I think it's because that side's easier for me to work with. I'm not sure. But I'm going to try and do it from back here so you can see everything. So you're just going to go back in that rhythm. My hair typically takes about 15 to 20 minutes depending on how precise I'm being, how picky I'm being. I tend to like my hair to be really, really, really straight when I have it straight, or I don't know, really, really, really straight for the most part. And I do have my hair natural a lot during the summer. If I put any sort of mousse or hairspray in my hair, it does definitely tame the waves and curls, and it really does put them together. But excuse me, during the winter, I don't know, I prefer to have it straight. I don't know, I think it's easier to deal with that way. And honestly, this is so warm when I'm straightening my hair that it feels so good in the cold. So you can see how it's just going fairly fast and you're just taking chunks. What I do this, and then if I want, like I said, a really precise look, I'll go over any areas that I may have gone too fast on or didn't catch because I do larger chunks. And then I'll go over the same areas and then just focus the roots. And then you kind of just go until you think that you're halfway, and then you'll start to switch over, and I'll show you what I mean by that. This, honestly, I can't even imagine straightening my hair without this tool. My hair would be just frizzy and large, and this is a great straightener, but no matter what straightener I'm using, it's not the same. If I had to have one thing to take with me on trips and everything, if I was gonna be wanting to take pictures or anything like that, this bad boy. So you can see right now the difference. Frizzy side, straight side. Like I said, this is really, really, really straight. I know some people don't like that, but the only thing about this straightener is it honestly has the longest cord and it gets tangled all the time. So once you think you're into the middle, I just flip my hair back and then I just kind of pick in the middle, kind of where it's still warm, so I know I'm getting some of the area. And then I flip the way that I hold it, kind of just like upside down. I don't know if you curl your hair a lot. I don't curl my hair a lot, but if you do, I'm sure this is super easy for you. I tend to use this for curling my hair too, which I'll do a video on that also, because when I do curl my hair, I tend to just like to curl the ends of it and then build up volume towards the end. I don't know. I don't really know all that much about hair, or I don't do crazy hair, fun, professional things, anything like that, but I think that I have straightening hair down just because I've been doing this for probably about 4 years, this technique, 3 or 4 years at the least, actually. It might be longer than that. For some reason also my right side always takes longer, and I'm just going to speed up through the rest of this so that this video isn't going to be forever. Speeding up through this movie. all done with the second layer. This is what it's looking like. You can see everything. Okay, so we're gonna do the last layer. This one's always the quickest layer. I think I just broke my hair tie. I was going too rough. Oh no. Sad day. Okay, so you're just gonna take whatever left you have. And it's so funny because anytime I go into the salons to get my hair done, my hair is usually straight because I think it's easier for them to work with it like that. And it's so funny because I always tell them at the beginning, I'm like, okay, don't even try and style my hair afterwards. My hair does not look like this. Like, they're always like, oh my gosh, your hair's so beautiful and so soft and so thin. And I honestly, my hair's so thick, which I don't mind anymore. I do like that. Everybody says it's so healthy, it's so beautiful, and to be honest, I really don't think it is. I don't know how it would be. Like, I don't cut my hair every month, 2 months, 3 months. I cut it like every 6 months. You can see my roots even. I'm really stubborn when it comes to cutting my hair. I don't know. It's so funny. I go in there with straight hair, and it's so funny. They're like, "Oh, your hair, it's so beautiful, blah blah blah," and stuff. And then they get to drying my hair, and they're like, "Oh," because my hair gets like huge and frizzy, and I'm just like, "That's why I said don't even try. Like, it's okay. I just go play with my hair when I get home, anyways." When I'm doing the top layer, I tend to also get chunks that I got underneath. So I'm not just doing the top layer, if that makes sense. I kind of blend it in. That way I'm going over what I already did, and it kind of makes it smoother when we back up. Does anybody else do this? Leave a comment down below if you do. Whenever my friends and I like get together and go out, everybody's always like, "What are you doing?" When I pull out that hairbrush, and I'm like, "You've never done this before? Is it just my sister and I who do this?" And then I use it on them, or they use it, and they're like, "Oh my gosh." So I don't know. Leave a comment down below if you use this or anything like this. I know a lot of my friends use a hairbrush and they'll just kind of put it there and hold it, but honestly, this works just so much better. I don't even know how to describe it. It's so weird. If you have really easy hair that's tameable and everything, you don't need this. It's just for those of us who have frizzy, uncontrollable, wild hair. I promise you this will work wonders. I'm trying to kind of also go fast on this one so that it's not a super long video. I'm sure I'll fail at that, but I'm still trying. My goal is under 12 minutes. Let's see if I get that. Probably not. See, like back there, I kind of missed that spot, but that's okay. And then sometimes during this part, I'll flip my hair over on the other side to get underneath because I don't know why I always have little frizzies underneath my bangs. So I would straighten this part first, take this, flip it over. Oh, fail. Get that, flip it over, get any of these little frizzies. Just like that, and then put it back. And then you get your bangs, however you want to do your bangs. And then at the end, I just go over any spots that I didn't get on. I think this is just so easy to direct your hair too, because you have two things going on in your hair that you can just pull and maneuver around. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe this is totally unnecessary. I don't know. But this is what works for me, and I just want to put it out there because I know there's a lot of people who just go through so much to do their hair, and I feel like if you try this, it'll make it so much easier to just do your hair. It'll be so much quicker. The only thing I'm nervous about with this is how much I kind of brush my hair in the process. I don't know if that's good, but my hair gets a lot of compliments, so it must be doing something, right? So this is kind of the finished look. My bangs are being stubborn, but that's the daily occurrence. That's pretty good. Alright, so this is what it would look like. Said that again. This is what it looks like. And I don't know. I love the way that this looks, and I love the way that it makes your hair feel. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps some of you guys. If you have struggles with your hair or anything like that, don't forget to read the description down below. I'll try and find a site or something more secure about where you can get this thing. But again, it's just conair, a clamp brush. You can get any different kind of version of this too, and it'll be pretty much the same thing. So don't forget to subscribe or anything like that. Leave any questions, comments down below. And thanks again so much for watching, you guys. Bye.